Morning, friends. Pastor Al. It's Monday, January 20th. So I'm talking about water walking faith again this week. And last week we started with, to have water walking faith, you need to be a pioneer. Take those steps, do those things that you normally don't do. Well, the second part of water walking faith is being able to hear God. Do you hear God speaking to you? There's a lot of ways we hear God, but one of the challenges is our world, our lives are so filled with noise. And sometimes it's literal noise. Just loud stuff just gets in the way, and you can't focus. You can't hear God speak, or you can't hear anybody else speak, maybe. Sometimes the noise of our lives is stuff, too much of whatever. I tape this with my phone. Too much use of the cell phone. That's a wonderful tool, and yet it gets in the way of so many relationships with one another and with God. So how are you tuning in to God? I think about this need to tune in to God. Back in the old days in the car radio, you had a button that you had to turn to get the frequency of the radio station. And if it wasn't quite on, you could kind of hear it, but maybe not. It was kind of scratchy, and you keep fine tuning it till you get fully in that station. Well, I think it's a little bit of that, our work with God. I believe God has put in us that need to be in sync with Him, to be tuned into His voice, to be tuned into what He has to say. After all, He's our Father. He created us. And so, how are you being tuned in to God to hear Him speak to you? Just want to encourage you to think on that and keep tuning in that dial of your relationship with God. And have a blessed day, my friends.